Hello. Happy full moon in Aries, the sign of the magician, the initiator. I'm really enjoying the energy tonight, and so I wanted to follow through and jump on and continue where we last left off in the reading. And just as a reminder, we were talking about winter season. And perhaps after this period of feeling a little overextended from taking on more than we could really handle, biting off more than we could chew, we might put ourselves in a position of feeling kind of stuck and, bound to situations that maybe we didn't know what we were signing up for, okay? And so this is just that reminder to drop in, take your time when you're making decisions. Really feel things through. And remember, you're not stuck. And we were talking about it just takes one step, to get out of the crossroads and start that momentum of change going. And that this is a trap of one's own making, right? All the things holding one back in a situation of the Eight of Swords is all self-perpetuated. It doesn't have basis in reality. It's just limiting beliefs. Old roles you've outgrown, things you're ready to shed. And it was really funny because our last reading, I was talking about, it's about trusting, and I brought out that word trust and it cut off on trust again. It's the second time that happened. It's like Spirit is really emphasizing the need for trust right now, to really just trust where your soul directs you to go, It's a test. That happens when you level up, right? There's a test. So just remember that. You don't have to stay stuck. You can open your eyes. You can look at things as they are. You can free yourself. You can liberate yourself from whatever's holding you back. And you can trust that it's going to lead you somewhere that's more in alignment with where you're heading now, what you're stepping into now, And it's interesting because this is the card that kind of comes up as the crowning energy. And this is just an author description card that comes with the deck. And it is coming up in reverse, but I've assigned a particular meaning to it. And when this card comes up, it's about really rewriting your bio, the story of you, What is the new story of you? Who are you becoming? How long have you sort of lived your life according to others' ideals, what they wanted for you, not what you wanted for yourself, right? And this is kind of like maybe it's been a bit upside down. And maybe you had to look at it upside down to figure out what was right side up and who you really are now. See what things you've outgrown. See what things no longer fit who you are, who you're becoming, and that's okay. And so I see it's really about redefining the way you look at yourself. And that really ties into this Eight of Swords energy, right? This illusion of being held back. Well, maybe you feel held back because you're telling yourself an old story that's not in alignment with who you are today. So maybe sit down in the winter, do some reflecting, on how you have changed. Have your beliefs changed? Your perspectives on, situations that were set in stone at one time, or so you believed? Have you become more flexible in your thinking? Do you dream bigger now? Maybe even write up a new bio. If you were pitching yourself to somebody, what would be your selling points, okay? And this is like your pitch to the universe. Like, this is who I am, this is how I'm showing up, and I'm ready to be met in this space in all areas of my life. I'm ready for that maximum return on all my investments of energy, everything I pour into my business, everything I pour into my friendships, everything I pour into my community, everything I pour into my seva, into my service work, you know? Just being in that flow where it's all this renewable energy, you know? And it's really time to accept that you're moving into that Empress energy. There she is. Okay? So, you know, don't be afraid of stepping into your full potential. People always talk about fear of failure, but they often don't talk about fear of success. You know, the Empress has got it going on. Remember, she's all four queens unified. She's all four elements in balance and then anchored in spirit. She is the creator. She's abundant. You know, the Empress is the one that everything she touches turns to gold. And that's who you are becoming. That's who you are stepping into now. But in order to fully do that, you got to like switch up that story you've been telling yourself. And realize, you know, who the fuck you are. And show up accordingly. And what I'm saying is the truth. Ace of Swords. That's the truth card. Please don't cut off camera. We know, period. Okay? Exclamation point. The truth. This is also a timing card. Okay? Ace of Swords is winter timing card. So this shows me that you're going to have a whole different story running, you know, once you step out of that fear that's holding you back from really stepping into your full potential. And the truth of who you are is really going to be evident, you know, once you hit the end of the year. You know, it's all coming to fruition. Bottom of the deck energy, Knight of Wands. That's when things are really going to get moving. Okay, fire energy coming in real fast. This is often, you know, with passion and purpose, drive, ambition, you know. It's a very lively energy, all right? Right behind that, how we started the reading. There's that Temperance, Sagittarius energy, expansion, okay? Also associated with travel. And it will be, you know, winter is in the season of Sagittarius. We're getting real here. So, you know, you might do some traveling during the winter time. This will create new openings in your life. Forward movement, progressive movement. Okay? It's also about striking that balance, remember? Temperance is all about balancing. And we've been talking a lot about that reciprocal flow. So there's some kind of balance coming in, and I'm getting that there's going to be like a karmic balance that comes in at the end of the year. You know, and it's going to come in swiftly. And there's going to be resolution. It feels like there's help and there's support for this. It's going to dispel a lot of illusion. You know, a lot that was hidden is going to come forward and be revealed. There was a lot that you couldn't see that was going on behind the curtain, so to speak, right? But that curtain's going to go up and it's going to be like showtime, all right? And you're really going to see things as they are, you know? And you're going to put the disappointments behind you, you know? And you're going to look at that cup that Spirit's trying to offer you and says, yeah, maybe things didn't turn out quite the way you thought they would, but look what I got for you over here, to the tune of Ace of Cups. And here you are, Libra in the building, okay? Libra in the building, justice, there you are. It's your karmic balance, just like I was saying. And I've had a feeling it's really been like tugging at me for a number of months now, that there's going to be like a big culmination at the close of the year, coming in with that justice. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay. I read tarot traditionally, usually with court cards. I do see them as players on the board, okay? They're people that are going to factor significantly in the situation. You know, some people feel that they can be energies you embody, and I believe that too, but I think that applies more with the major arcana cards. You know, like Justice representing Libra. Justice is like a quality that anybody can invoke, right, and connect with. But the court cards have always been significators of people, okay? So King of Wands is associated with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this karmic balance, you know, may have to do with somebody who, you know, runs that kind of like boss energy, right? You know, could be a boss. Could be a boss. Could be an Aries, you know. Aries is big boss energy, but it could also be an employer, you know. It could be, you know, a lover. It could be that partner coming in, right? Because we saw love is showing up. And there's a lot of ways that could play out. But it's interesting because here we go. Here's Strength card. Leo energy. And there's that Empress, right? There's that Empress taming that lion of the past. So I really am getting just this strong message that whatever has held you back in the past, whatever issues or problems you've had in relation to other people or communication or disputes, anything like that, you know, all that energy that brought us into this reading in the beginning that we were moving out of, you know, just continue to walk your path and just be at peace, because it's all going to come to a culmination and find resolution. In some way, those karmic scales will balance, you know, and what's needed for healing and integration, you know, will come through. It's a guarantee of that with that Strength card. But again, emphasizing the Leo energy. So this very well could be healing with a Leo too. Significantly. Coming in with that Strength card, you know, the Leo energy, it could be a feminine Leo. Yeah. And it's referring back to that situation, you know, that opened this reading, because where is he? Right? There's that Page of Swords. The one who's been, you know, keeping an eye on things. Okay? There's stuff happening beneath the surface. Not all is as it seems. You can't get caught up in surface appearances. But there's something lingering that's wanting resolution, and it will be resolved in a just way and in your favor, Libra, because we got your cards showing up very strongly on this board. We got you coming in with the Empress. We got you coming in with the Ace of Swords. We got you coming in with Justice, Temperance. You know, Temperance can even be seen as a card of angelic aid and strength. Come on now. Come on through, Libra. You know, and it does look like it's all going to work out. 2 Wands energy. Okay? That's a partnering energy. It's a, you know, working together, resolution kind of energy. So it's very positive. It'll be a very positive to close to the year, for sure. Winter season looks good. You know, and that runs through, you know, from like the 20th to the 22nd of December through, you know, that opening of March. Yeah. There's an offer coming in. It's slow moving. We've got Knight of Pentacles here. But when that offer arrives, it's something solid. It's something you can count on. You know? I'm really feeling like there is a connection. I'm picking up two things strongly. I do feel it ties into that love theme that was coming in, but I'm also really picking up that this is some kind of business opportunity that's coming in. I'm getting that very, very, very strongly. And some of this Page of Swords might be a bit of, you know, kind of strategy business-wise. So that's a side message, okay? Throat chakra. It's like, don't talk too much about that, you know? Keep your business plans, things that you're wanting to create for yourself, under wraps. Don't let everybody know what you're up to. Don't let everybody know what you're up to. Play your cards close to the chest, you know? It's wise. That's the counsel for winter. And indeed it is. That's the Judgment. Judgment card right there, okay? So remember that. Play your cards close to the chest. A lot of dramatic culmination in the winter season coming in. A lot's going to shift. A lot's going to change. So that's very exciting. And it looks like some resolution to, you know, old bullshit. It's like, can we just use that for fertilizer, man? Because what's done is done, you know? What's done is done. And people do change. People do grow, you know? Sometimes people get too stuck in thinking that, you know, people can't heal, that people can't evolve. It's not true. You know? Everybody has the ability to take a long, hard look at themselves and say, you know what, I don't want to live my life like this anymore. I want something better for myself. And to step into that potential. So, you know, try to drop preconceived notions. You know, it's like you rewriting that bio for yourself. Think about that too when you're facing others that you're having challenges with. They can grow too, you know? They can see things in new ways too. Okay, let's see what's coming up for the Libra Native Sun Collective in the spring. Spring looks like it's going to be lively. I've got some cards flying out. Coming up for Libra Sun Collective Spirit in the spring. Ooh. All right. Spring's going to be a busy time. There's already a card on the floor though, so there's something we need to pay attention to right off the bat. That's how I read them when they land on the floor. It's something that's important that we're not looking at. And that would be the devil. The devil's in the details, okay? Remember that. I like this devil card. I really do. I don't see it as bad. It's kind of like cutting a deal, okay? But it's very playful. And it's very saucy. I mean, she's got her little, you know, burlesque outfit on. She's got her party mask. And he's all dapper. He's all looking fine as fuck, man. They look like they're having some fun, okay? So I see this version of the devil is very sensual, okay? But it also has this energy of like, I'm getting kind of like dynamic duo kind of energy. And maybe this is that partnership. And I do feel there's something business related with this. I think that there's some kind of business partnership. Maybe it feels a little bit like making a deal with the devil, right? But it's actually like brings some opportunity for some real pleasure in life. I'm really getting this. This is coming in very strong for me with this card. I'm not getting a negative connotation from it at all. It looks very playful and very delightful, actually. So I'm going to roll with that because that's what it's speaking to me tonight. It doesn't always speak that way to me. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so do be careful, though. You might want to, dance with the devil, and you might want to get all kind of risky, in business, and, you may think you're taking calculated risks, but, be careful because this Ten of Pentacles here is reversed. All right. So this is spring season. You could suffer a big money loss if you're not careful about who you're partnering with in business. And remember what I was saying about that, the devil's in the details, right? Be careful. I'm getting something about, be careful about signing a contract. Like, there is this like delicious energy to this card. There's this tempting nature to this card. It looks like a thrill ride, okay? And so maybe the offer that's put on the table is going to look really tempting and you'll want to leap at it. But, we do have to remember with the devil, there's still those shackles, right? There's still that binding there. So be careful of what you get bound to, because it could negatively impact you financially. You don't want to work real hard and get those 10 pentacles only to have a big financial reversal, all right? So don't go on a spending spree. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Be very careful before you sign anything or you enter into any business deals in the spring. That's coming through strong, but it will be tempting. I have a feeling it's going to be presented in a way that it seems like it's your dream come true, Really use your discernment on that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yes, please. Because that's the tower right there. That's the tower right there. You need to really look at the reality of what the situation is with this. It's going to be tempting, but you don't want to buy into it. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna just take this energy right here, and we're just gonna kind of do a little cleansing of that energy. Some of that witch's salt. Because we don't need any of that shit. Spirit, let us have discernment when this comes in to know better than to make compromising deals that could cause us to lose what we worked so hard for. Yeah. Fuck all that noise. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? It can be tempting. Not always a good idea, though. Remember who you are and everything you worked for, Don't get caught up in deals that sound really sweet but are like a fucking proverbial wooden nickel, Me personally, when it comes to my business stuff, like, I have no desire to partner, I just want to do my own thing. But see, that's the thing. It's like that security is going to be on your mind, Libra. Four of Pentacles, you're going to be really like focused on, having that financial foundation, having your basic needs met. So it might be super tempting, to go for some sweet offer that could compromise you. I feel like there's something like, if you get involved in this deal, your personal work, like, you're going to lose control over it. You're going to lose your rights. That just came in. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. Now, the wheel can spin any way. It can go up, it can go down, all right? I have a feeling, though, that if you use discernment and you just keep your business as your own thing, you keep your career focus as your own thing, don't get sucked into any, like, partnership schemes, Don't cut somebody into your business. Like, retain full rights and ownership of all of your, all of your business endeavors. I think you'll be fine, because Wheel of Fortune showing up there is usually a good turnaround card. King of Swords. So yeah, this could be somebody, wanting to do business. It would be somebody who is very cold, decisive, speaks the truth, but can do so very forcefully, So I don't know. I'm getting kind of like a controlling energy with this. Air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? Or somebody has that strongly aspected in their chart, masculine energy, And as I said in my readings, I know that, everybody relates to those energies in a different way. So, if you're a woman, you can run masculine energy too, right? Just like a man can run feminine energy, all right? Let's not get stuck there, but it is associated with a masculine energy. This would be man or woman or, fluid. They would present themselves in a masculine way, in very much in their yang energy, take charge, kind of cold, sharp with the words. This is not a good person to do business with. I don't recommend it. Now, here we got 5 of Cups reversed, which is actually a good sign, because 5 of Cups is all about disappointment, So when it's reversed, it means the disappointment is turning around. And I think that that's what that Wheel of Fortune is really about, I think that you've been worried about security, building that foundation has been really important to a lot of Libras, creating financial stability for themselves. And, maybe, there is a tower, that affects you financially. Maybe you make not the best decision, or something comes up, We've all had that happen, right? An unexpected thing comes along and, disrupts your financial flow. And then you have to play catch up, okay? You might have a disappointment come through, might have a tower. But I really think it's associated with like making a bad deal and taking on a partnership. So just keep your eyes open. That's what the tarot is for, okay? It's a tool. You can use it. If you don't like what you're hearing, you can work with that energy. Be aware. You have the power to make different choices, and that's how you can use the tarot as a guideline to totally change the trajectory of your future. It's reading the energy as it is presently. You make a shift, you step out of that crossroads, you change the energy, okay? Yeah. Don't get too concerned when things slow down a little bit in the spring, okay? It's going to feel like things kind of are on hold, This is 8 of Wands reversed, all right? Might be some miscommunications too with that King of Swords. That might be part of what causes the problems, all right? Oh, we got Emperor reversed too, all right? I said it was about control, right? There is nothing more fucking controlling than the Emperor in reverse. So just be prepared, Do what you need to do to make the changes you need to make to move away from what's disappointing and threatens your security, okay? What isn't making you feel secure, what isn't making you feel stable in your life. Take the L if you have to, okay? But you need to get away from, this controlling influence, because this is going to keep you stuck. This is going to keep you from your 10 of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting. Okay? So whatever this partnership is, business or otherwise, be mindful of this, Let's see what the bottom of the deck energy on that is. Okay, Ace of Wands. This is good. All right, so it looks like there will be a new beginning that comes through. There will be some initiative, all right? You're going to have the ability to kind of like take a stand and, you know, stand up for yourself and take decisive action, you know, that feels divinely inspired. You know, that divine energy is coming down and making contact with that staff, you know. So you'll be guided into the direction you need to take. And there is healing and there is celebration on offer. So you might have a rough patch, you know, there might be some financial challenges and a difficult, controlling masculine energy to deal with, possibly in Aries, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in the springtime. But the situation will change and there is healing on offer. There will be like a relief, a celebration, a release from the stress, the strain of that. And there's support as well. Okay, so you're going to be okay. No matter what